Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading about somebody who's a little bit jealous of what you've been able to accomplish or what you're planning. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Fool. And basically, I think we've got somebody who is a little bit lacking with regards to confidence, maybe dealing with a bit of struggle pertaining to a previous failure, and they're watching you with kind of like a sense of awe, but definitely envy as you embark on some new journey or some new adventure, and they're jealous. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I think we'll start with the energy oracle today. Wow. Okay. So this might be a reading for Lynn. We have 222 at the top, or anybody else who sees 222 quite frequently. And I also chuckled because we've got the word journey here when we were specifically talking about you embarking on something new and interesting here. Hi there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? And finding, I think this yin and yang is you feeling prepared to do what you need to because you've got this yin and yang thing going on here. This is, it's so great that it's number 22. Two is a number that for me represents dichotomy or a balance, right? So I feel like you have, in the last year or so, been really working on that balance between feminine and masculine so that you know how to deal with whatever you're dealing with, right? How to do so in an intelligent way. All right, I'm going to move to the Tattoo Tarot, but I'm excited. This is like somebody making moves and not really caring how other people feel, just doing what you know is right for you. I don't know if you guys get the same positive vibe off of this, even though she's there by herself, right? And not necessarily operating in an easy environment. It's a little bit dark. We got a swinging bridge there, lots of luggage, but she's making it work and she looks like she's happy. Is that Delphine? All right. And yes, Christina is amazing. All right. So we've got the Eight of Wands. This is somebody taking action, possibly communication, but I think this is action. Ooh. And the Emperor in the reverse. So there's somebody here trying to rain on your parade, somebody who sees that they could potentially say a few things and get you to reconsider what your plans are. But this is, I think, something you'll eventually come to see as controlling or manipulation. There's only one person in this card. I have been to Norway. I love Norway. I'm actually 50% Norwegian. I met like 32 of my relatives when I was there. It was pretty cool. I went to Bergen and Oslo. I did Norway in a nutshell, which is just like so incredible. I think I really did like Bergen though. That's where we spent the bulk of our time. But I will tell anybody the most hospitable people that I've encountered on my travels, because I've done a decent amount of traveling, definitely Norwegians, and really good strawberries and fish. All right, so talking about the world, we've got the Two of Wands, indicating somebody is ready for some adventure, making some plans, charting a course. I always see this as somebody who's using like a manual shift in a car. Like, okay, I'm ready, engage, you know? All right. Oh, also, what I should tell you, my dear Norwegian friend, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Delphinea? Phinia? Um, I have one last piece of lefse in my refrigerator, and I'm kind of like delaying when I'm going to eat it because it's my favorite treat. And it's the last of it. All right, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. This is so funny, you guys, because this is action and somebody who's trying to control the situation. Action or movement in the Two of Wands. And King of Wands in the reverse is like a bully. Somebody who is fighting, but not for a just cause. They are fighting to control the situation. Seven of Wands. Page of Swords in the reverse. So first of all, I think it's worth mentioning we've had a lot from the fire sign category coming out. So you may be dealing with somebody, or you may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart. But with the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords in the reverse, it feels to me like there is timing that is approaching that is critical for you. Like, this is the ideal time for you to make this move or take this action. This might just be, like a vacation or a long trip. This could be for some of you an actual, like, serious move, right? Whatever it is, there is protection for you and a specific time. You'll know when it feels right. And I think with the Page of Swords in the reverse, there's some element here of not necessarily posting everything on social media. So maybe delay, right? Posting pictures or letting people know what's going on until you've arrived or until you feel comfortable. Is there somebody here trying to rain on your parade? Knight of Wands in the reverse, more fire energy. Five of Wands. There's definitely somebody here who has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because this is somebody who is mad. That's not what that doesn't mean you're always mad if you're a fire sign, but you've got somebody who is controlling and argumentative and just kind of like, I think my friends in the UK would say a right arse. Is that fair? I don't know. Aaron, feel free to correct me. But we've got somebody who is arguing and not willing to admit that somebody has their right to make their own decisions, right? Exactly. I actually, if it's raining, Christina, I just go out and dance in the rain because I'm a hooligan. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Moon card, indicating that somebody here is plotting, trying to do something here to cause a delay or cause an obstacle for this move that you're trying to make. And it's all rooted in jealousy, or perhaps for some of you, abandonment. They may have some weird idea that you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be and not where you want to be. But with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I don't know if you can see in the upright, we've got somebody who's literally staring up at the hands on the sword that have pierced him through the back of the head. Kind of a weird depiction of the Ten of Swords, you guys, but this person's looking right at the hands that have caused this problem. So I think you know exactly who's on your side and who's not, and you have deemed a situation to be inhospitable, meaning there's somebody there that was pretending to be on your side who was not, and you've seen it, but you may not have told them. You may not have told them that you know what they did. Sometimes it's better that way, right? King of Cups. Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords. More wand energy. whatever this person has done in terms of emotional manipulation or being a bully, the end is near. This 10 of Wands is talking about somebody moving into a safer situation after dealing with a pretty serious opponent. And with the Nine of Swords, this is causing somebody some stress because as long as you are a little bit more secretive on social media, somebody is actually struggling to find information on you or where you are, and that's the way it should be. Oops. All right, let's move to, we'll use the Meta Muse. Yeah, no, I moved here to get away from winter because um, I'm just gonna say Delphinia, and if I'm saying it wrong, you can make fun of me, but Delphinia, I was in Minneapolis, which is very heavily populated by Norwegians because of the similar climate, and I moved south because I needed to not have to deal with snow for a little bit. Hermit, under the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I still feel like the general message is you understood that somebody was doing something inadvisable, something against you. Judgment in the reverse. This is somebody who acts without really paying attention to the consequences or thinks the consequences don't apply to them. Accountability might be a little bit of a foreign word to this person. And with the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Cups in the upright, I feel like there's something here about you being fully aware of what this person was capable of or having, like, basically to accept this is not the person you initially thought they were, but you're staying in this Queen of Cups energy. I often will refer to the Queen of Cups as somebody who gets through emotions and difficulties with a little bit of stoicism, a little bit of a poker face, somebody that can, like, look at her face. She's just like, I got this big ass cup. It's great. I got a lot of love to give, but I also see right through you. I don't know if I'm holding it too close. She's like, nah, I see your shenanigans. I know what you're doing. Even though somebody thought that they were hiding their motivations or their machinations, this is somebody that I think is pissed off that you saw right through their bullshit and you you handled it like a pro. And now here you are as the Nine of Pentacles. This person's frustrated because you are being seen as an attractive love interest. There are multiple people interested in you. The Queen of Cups is also somebody who is like seen as the sweetheart. We have the 10 of Wands in the upright being clarified by the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And to me, this is saying things are easier for you to walk away from, or you are able to end things because you have basically edited how you feel about someone, knowing how they've treated you. You can dispense with the feelings of love or compassion when you need to because you know that somebody has been acting in a selfish or cruel way. So I think that's something in particular that's been an important lesson for you is, can I, adjust accordingly when I feel compassion towards someone and then they treat me horribly? Can I pivot and admit that that's something that maybe I shouldn't be investing in, right? Hi, is it Jaya Sankar? Welcome. Well, hopefully this helps. If it doesn't, I have like 800 videos, but you can also get a personal reading if you check the description box below. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com, so feel free. I'm actually thinking about, tell me if you guys want this, by the way, in the chat. I'm thinking about doing a kind of like a live chat, and if you guys want to, one, two, or three questions on the live stream, we can do, like, I don't know what they're called, super chat or super sticker, whatever it is. Or I'm also kind of tossing around the idea of having like a singles live stream where people who are single can hop on. We'll do a little bit of a reading, but also maybe you guys will find someone else who's cool. So let me know if you guys are interested in anything like that. All right, and then we have the King of Pentacles. This is someone saying, I'm fine with being independent and on my own and rejecting love that isn't healthy for me and waiting for something that is stable. It doesn't give you anxiety anymore to have, some independence. All right, moving to the Marigold Tarot. King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. I don't know why, but I just feel like whoever I'm reading for, I feel like you're a little bit snarky, and I like that about you. Like, we've got the King of Swords under the Hermit. This is somebody who is very sharp, like very intelligent. And I think you have kind of like a dry wit from what I'm picking up on. Maybe it's the Knight of Wands there doing a little dance, like. And then it's kind of communicating to me that basically you've wised up, you've got this great intuition or this discernment, you're nobody's fool. And this Knight of Wands is somebody taking action without hesitation when there was drama or toxicity. Like you saw somebody behaving in a stupid way, being an idiot, and you were like, cool, see you later, bye. And you dipped on your really cool bike or car. Take it how it resonates. But the Chariot is the fastest moving energy, and I find it interesting that this one is essentially looking to the past because the Chariot is a forward moving energy, but this is somebody who is moving forward despite the things that have happened in the past. So you're not letting anybody get in your way, and I think that's quite admirable. So keep it up. King of Cups. Ten of Wands. This person feels burdened or upset because they know that they didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. The King of Cups is right by the Queen of Cups, by the way. So this is giving me kind of two different messages. First of all, you may have taught a bit of a lesson to this person who treated you poorly because they didn't think that they would lose you as a result of this, right? Now they have to rethink that behavior. I also feel like this is your energy moving from the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups, implying that you've got the ability to understand things from multiple perspectives and you know better now how to communicate to avoid some of the issues that maybe a overly compassionate Queen of Cups has faced. The Fool and the Reverse. Ace of Rings. Well, I've been seeing this a lot. It seems to me like somebody was trying to basically make you feel like the only person you should be with, maybe they used words like soulmates or twin flames, was this person. And then they mistreated you and you were like, nah, it's just not really working for me. And they thought that they had manipulated you enough to keep you from moving forward. But they underestimated you. And the Fool's in the reverse because they were being foolish. But then we still have the Ace of Rings or Ace of Pentacles in the upright, indicating there's still a new opportunity. There's still abundance coming your way. So the person who feels like a fool is the person who wasn't acting out of their love. Whoever was being cruel or heartless is now the person who feels foolish. Wah, wah, wah. All right, we're going to use the Black Tarot. Wow. Ace of Spears or Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. We got that up here as well. And Three of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you guys, there is definitely fire energy in here somewhere. So for some of you, because we have the Three of Wands in the reverse under the Chariot, there may be somebody trying to mess with your mode of transportation or trying to instill some sort of concern here for you so that you feel like you have to delay a trip. Maybe somebody's talking about, you know, COVID, or talking about what are you going to do with your cat, or just any number of things they can to try to get you to not do what you want to do. So infuriating. But you view staying at this current location or stagnant as a loss. So even if this person is trying to bully you with the King of Wands in the reverse there, it's not going to work. The Three of Wands in the reverse under the Chariot, I think, is just a delay or something that might make you pause, but you're not going to completely cancel a trip or not do what it is that you feel compelled to do. This person, again, they've underestimated you. Exactly, Christina. They could even be platonic. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. That's a breakup to me, especially because we have the King and Queen of Cups above this. Somebody was doing a little bit of Gone Girl action here, trying to pretend that they were somebody that they were not. And when the Queen of Cups figured it out, that this Queen of Swords energy was being dishonest and a bully, then they moved forward. They found a way to make things work on their own. And Knight of Pentacles is suggesting somebody is single here. Knight of Spheres, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race comes to mind, but I think specifically we've got something here about your dedication to this goal or this change being, you know, like quite clear, even though there are people who are trying to make it seem as if you don't have the resources that you need with the Queen of Spheres or Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You're still trucking. You're not letting this influence get to you because you believe in yourself. Three of Spheres. This is the Three of Pentacles, and one of the more interesting visualizations of a card, because to me it's like, collaboration. Why do I need to collaborate with you? You're down there, teeny tiny, and I'm up here managing all my shit just fine on my own. So it's kind of an interesting interpretation, but it makes me feel like somebody is becoming aware that they are perfectly capable of doing what they want to do all on their own. They're riding, you know, a unicycle with like 3 pentacles on it. So like, that's weird, but you know, you're making it work. And this person is down here trying to say like, wait a second, but you can't do that. Well, I am, aren't I? All right, we're going to continue with the Crow Tarot. King of Swords in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody who was trying to use words or pieces of information to manipulate is not operating as intelligently as they think. This is like, it's making me think of the old Pink Panther movies, and just like basically visualizing somebody who thinks, you know, oh, I'm gonna pull off some major heist, but actually like everyone thinks I'm a fool. You know, like there's comedy here for me. Somebody thinking they can mess with you, realizing that they are not capable of it and that you have outsmarted them. So, for example, this is somebody who may think they can, mess with your tire or something like that. And they get the date wrong. They come to mess with your tire and you've already left, something along those lines. So, definitely guard the information pertaining to your plans carefully. Temperance could be a little bit of an underscore for Sagittarius being relevant in this reading, but mostly what I see is somebody who knows that if they make this change in their life, it will help them rebuild stability that was maybe a little bit affected by whoever you've cut from your life. With the Ace of Swords, there is truth in this plan. Changing the environment is going to have a positive influence for you. But I also feel like this is still talking about being a little guarded with your information. Do you see how the sword is literally like aligned with the bird or like inside of it? Some information you need to keep to yourself. Two of Swords. This talks about being at a crossroads, having a decision to make. And I feel like this is the person who's trying to poo in your punch. Yep, Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody who is presented with an opportunity to be less of a twat, and they still decide to be a twat. They have the opportunity to be, like, basically learn from the situation, right? But with the Hermit in the reverse, this is somebody who's deciding, I don't want to change. I like being a loser. Because, if you have to emotionally manipulate people into giving up on their new beginning because you're jealous, you are a loser. Just saying. Fight me. Five of Pentacles. So you've been basically able to cut this person out of your life, or you're about to. Five of Pentacles is someone feeling like they're left out in the cold. And now we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And that's because this person was living in the past, unwilling to mature or become a better person when they learned lessons, instead really being determined to continue to manipulate others. Five of Swords in the reverse. So they're getting a pretty difficult lesson here in terms of what happens to you if you try to sabotage the good plans of others. Hi there, Voodoo Ninja. Welcome back. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person is not as skilled or as intelligent as you. They feel like they can... This is like somebody who puts together 4 sentences, speaks them to you, and after you've heard them, you're like, I'm sorry. Was there anything that you actually just said? Because all I heard was just like a bunch of like rambling. There wasn't actually like a point. This isn't somebody who clearly communicates. This is somebody who tries to like, create dissonance or discord to kind of cover up the fact that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. All right, you guys, what do you think? Keeper time? What else do we have? Poverty. So this is by the Nine of Swords. I feel like somebody was trying to use their money or their status as a justification for you to stay in a relationship with them. So they maybe liked keeping you a little bit codependent or promised some sort of money to help you, and you saw through this. You have official person in the reverse. They offered something that they were not allowed to offer, that they are not sanctioned to offer. Maybe they're trying to say they could get you a job similar to the one that you're leaving to go do, and they're talking out of their ass. With pathway, you already see which direction is right for you. That's why we have this Two of Wands. You're like raring to go, right? And this person is doing whatever they can to get you to choose something else. But for many of you, you know that whatever this offer is, it's only loss. It's meant to get in between you and your destiny. Unexpected income, sudden wealth. That's a weird one. This person just doesn't want you to become financially stable on your own. They want you to depend on some sort of gift, but you're like, nah, man, I'm good. I can like make this myself. Like I can make money and be my own King of Pentacles. I don't need to be dependent on you. So good for you. Pat yourself on the back. All right, I think we'll clarify with the Everyday Tarot. I know, isn't that fun when they do whatever they can to get you to react and you're like, oh, that's cute. You think I'm going to respond to you calling me dumb? Nope. Because I put you in timeout. You're in the Five of Pentacles. So your words, they mean nothing to me because I'm healed. I think something we should all strive for or strive to maintain is being so confident in yourself that no matter what somebody says to you, no matter how they treat you, you're unshakable in that confidence. They can't rock you. They can't make you change your character because you're that sure of yourself. Let me tell you guys, it's really tasty. King of Swords. This is your energy. You're too wise. You see through this bullshit, right? You came out as the King of Swords here as well. You may have air in your chart, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Fool, and Death in the reverse. This person is not able to stop your new beginning. That Fool is your new beginning. The Death in the reverse is, haha, nice try. Inconceivable. That's right. Still walking, still doing what I need to do, still going towards my goal. So we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, Empress in the reverse, and Sun sideways. Somebody was completely unfamiliar with what a genuine apology looks like, or how maybe you're supposed to change behavior after you apologize for something. This energy is like detestable. This is somebody who thinks they can act how they want and not have consequences for it. But with the Sun coming out sideways, I feel like the truth has been exposed. You see this person for who they really are, and you see them as somebody who's kind of sad because like all they do is feel jealous about other people's lives instead of doing what they can to make their life what they want it to be. I know, isn't it the craziest thing? Boundaries are healthy. If you don't like boundaries, then you probably have a problem with control, right? Seven of Swords in the reverse. This feels like what I just said. When somebody tries to make you feel bad about who you are as a person, and they have nothing bad to say because you're actually really rad, then they're going to try to lie about it, right? They're going to try to say things to you that you just know are not true. And I encourage you to let all of that just like roll off your back. It doesn't matter. I mean, shit, if you've got a good comeback, don't let me stop you from using it. You know? Hey, why do you look like a thumb? Sorry, that's like my favorite quote from Jerry Springer. I think it's, yeah, for the guy in blue. Yeah, why do you look like a thumb? So if you get that insult from me, you know you crossed a line. You know it's bad news. Emperor in the reverse. Somebody is controlling. And you saw right through it. You, like Christina was talking about, maybe you noticed the patterns, and maybe you even said, hey, I don't know what you're on about, but I'm this King of Cups. I know how to communicate my emotions, and I also know how to communicate what's not okay, i.e. my boundaries. With the Devil in the reverse, you might have said something like, I'm not down with the codependency, I'm not down with the emotional manipulation, I'm not here for you to project your fears of abandonment, fears of insecurity, whatever it is. You got to deal with that on your own. That's not on me. So if somebody tries to make you feel bad for doing something that you know is healthy, then my advice to you is maybe be honest if you have to tell somebody that you're leaving, but like, no, it ends right there. You crossed a line. Sorry. I hope you can learn for the next time, because there is no improving after you've shown your ass like that. Sorry, that was my boot on the piano bench. This is totally a piano bench that I sit on because I'm weird. It was like a really nice comfy chair here, and I was like, no, too comfortable. I need to be slightly uncomfortable to read. All right, we've got the 9 of Wands and 5 of Wands in the reverse. You guys, this is so much fire energy. But really what I see here is you being willing to do what it takes to protect the peace that you have found in your life, right? And you're not willing to give that up. You may have had a little bit of an inner conflict in terms of how to defend what you wanted to defend in your life and leave behind what you wanted to leave behind. But I guess, you know, some things are just going to be difficult no matter what. But I think there's some value to trying to limit how much conversation you have after the milk is spoiled, right? Ah, shit, it's spoiled. Just gonna toss it out, move along, find something else to invest my time in, or just invest it in myself, right? 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you were disappointed in what happened after you had, you know, put forth a pretty solid effort. With the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a sense here that maybe you wish you hadn't spent as much time with this person, or money if that were a thing. This feels more like you wish you had moved on faster. 6 of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers. This indicates there was maybe a little bit of a delay in terms of, all right, I'm basically living in the past, letting somebody get away with something instead of making a decision here, because the Lovers, that's all about making a decision. It's worth pointing out, look at how similar these cards are. The Devil and the Lovers. Love is a beautiful emotion, but it can also confuse us in terms of what we hitch our boat to, right? What we let bind us. So at some point, you were asked to make a decision and you did not make that decision. And I think you learned from that. And as a result, you decided, all right, I got to do what I didn't do the first time, right? Good call, Joanna. Yes, Christina, very good point. If you identify as a light worker or an empath, you are pretty likely to draw in narcissists or people who are, you know, trying to take advantage of your compassion. So it is actually really important for us to find ways to protect ourselves. And a big part of it for me was I can love somebody and do so from a distance, right? I don't have to be in their energy. Another thing was learning to not feel like I have to give explanations for everything. I can just say no. That is a full sentence. I don't have to give you a reason why. If I said I don't want to talk to you for 12 hours a day, I don't have to tell you why. I don't have to tell you it's because I'm addicted to Love Island or Geordie Shore. Just kidding. Oh, I just saw the Hermit in the reverse. Somebody knew they needed to change their perspective or their approach because it was uneven. It was take, 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 and they didn't do that. So you determined it was something that wouldn't heal. It would be something that would continue to be a problem. Tell me about the journey. Somebody who feels like you have given up is trying to sabotage your new journey, your new beginning. But you're already, you've already invested in this. With the Three of Wands, I see you taking action on the plans that you have created. Tell me about the Lovers in the reverse. You are recovering from a difficult situation with this person. It may feel like it's taking forever, but you are making progress. Oh. All right. Somebody controlling, likely a narcissist, has lost love because they were unwilling to love in a way that allowed for freedom or independence for their person. Independence doesn't always mean you're single. You can be independent and in a relationship, but it's kind of hard for people to manage if somebody is codependent or controlling. Two Swords in the reverse. So you made a decisive move. You knew what you needed to do, and it's moving away from this person. Knight of Wands in the reverse. This person has quite the temper and has a habit of being a little bit hot and cold, maybe really interested in one day, and then the next day less interested, or maybe even just a little too quick to pick battles with you, right? Tell me about the sudden wealth. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Wands. So here's what I see. If somebody has done something to mess with your money or mess with your resources to try to make it so that you can't have this new beginning, and they didn't want to be honest with you about it, you're going to not just find out about it, but you're also going to have another blessing or another opportunity pop up. This person cannot stop the good karma that is here for you. Greetings from Ukraine. Oh, welcome, welcome. And can I just say, I'm totally rooting for you, for sure. Kind of breaks my heart some days, but all right, let's get just a few more from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then I'm going to go hang out with my kitty cat. Maybe do some more roller skating. Thank you for everyone that has commented on my silly shorts, whether it's cooking or roller skating related. You're making me laugh, so thank you. The one who cares for you is anxious for a letter. Persist and you will be more successful. So do not give up. And somebody's waiting for some sort of heads up. Maybe there's someone where you're moving to or going to, or a close family relation. A change in the life of a true friend. Somebody may decide they want to go with you. You will receive an offer regarding money matters, but be careful, you're missing many opportunities, so take advantage. If you've been delayed, you've got to find a way around those delays because there is abundance ready to come in here for you and make your life much more exciting and enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for being an awesome chat crowd. You guys make me giggle all the time and blush a little bit now and then. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next reading. Be good.